Hello once again. We have entered the tournament last February 24, 2023, and we got second in a 10-player Swiss tournament, 4 rounds, at locals using this 42 card deck that is mainly focused on Fairy Tale Luna, with some new friends that we got from the latest packs, especially the synchros. So we didn't focus that much on our 97-138 package. Instead, we wreaked havoc using our synchros. Off the bat, here's the deck. Denko's Saka's Light, of course. Then our Fairy Tale Luna. Two times each of Danger Bigfoot and Danger Thunderbird, just to balance out the ratio. Then Sage LeFleur, since it's a level 8. 3 copies of Gizmek Orochi. 3 copies of Alpha. I'll talk about this guy later on. We only ran 2 copies of Ecclesia, the tuner, and we only ran 2 copies of Shangria, Blackfeather. Brand new card, came out in the premium pack. We ran 2 copies of, 2 level 7s, I'm sorry. This is Pankratops and this is Fenrir, both limited to 1. Our very compact package of Bestials, Magnum Druis Worm, and Baldrake. Then our hand traps, DD Crow, Dimension Shifter, 1 copy of Yuki Onna, Ogre, 2 copies of Dogwood, adds life points, 3 copies of Max C, legal here in the OCG, 2 copies of Effect Veiler, negates effects, and 3 copies of Ash Blossom Haru. For the extra deck, this is the new card. We have here Chaos Angel, uses a tuner and a light or dark non-tuner, and its condition is if you're using a light or dark monster, it doesn't need to be a tuner, so you can just use any light or dark monster to serve as your tuner, and that is why our Fairy Tale here serves as an excellent tuner, especially if you have one of our Bestials on the field. Effect is if it has light or dark as its material. If it's dark, it can't be affected by opponents. Synchros cannot be affected by the opponent, and then if light, they cannot be destroyed by battle. So I might be wrong on which one, but that's why I have light and dark to bring this out. And it's a 3/5, it's beefy. The next one here is Blackfeather Full Armor Master. You can bring this out by using our Blackfeather Sharinga plus a level 8. The condition of our Blackfeather tuner is that as long as you have a 2000 or more attack monster, you can summon this on the field. So you bring out your Orochi, then special summon this, then you tune, you create this. Cannot be affected by other cards. That means you can just target it with this to bounce it back. And since it is a winged beast, yes, that is a winged beast monster, you can target it with your own alpha to bounce back to the hand. That's something I'll be talking about later on. Then Final Sigma, Chaos Ruler, and Punisher, Psychic Punisher, something, I forgot the name, sorry. The usual package for Xyz, and then the Spider package, and then we can't run Xyz without Zeus. Then we are running Dark and the Earth Charmers. Finally, we have the Nightmare Unicorn. Why Dark and why Earth? We run Earth monsters, we run Dark monsters, and usually people have Maxi in the graveyard. and then usually people have bestials in the graveyard or somewhere else. So we use these two, following it up with a Nightmare Unicorn. Side deck. Nekomani King, can't be too sure. Nibiru, can't be too sure. People are getting more brazen with their summons. Then there's Chaos Hunter, in case of a Runic. 2 copies of Jolan Lockbird. It's good, but I don't usually use it in other decks. Then 2 copies of Gamma Shell, because we're not afraid of the Winged Beast statue anymore, since it got banned in all formats. Denko Sekka, in case I go against Traptrix and Labyrinth. I learned my lesson last time. And finally, Kuribu. Seriously, Kuribu. This cannot be hit with Colpet Grave. So how does this entire deck work? Well, yeah, your goal is to summon your synchro monsters on the field, and they are unaffected, and or you can summon your OTK engine, depending which one is viable for our field. And now I can have a lot of options, because back then my only option for winning was bringing this out, and then that's it. All I can do is just this and I'm done. When I go first turn, nothing else. So with these guys I have options. So how did this go? First game we went against Traptrix, so they went first obviously since they're trap based, and I had to side in my copies of Denko Sekka to stop their traps, and then we had to disrupt a lot of their graveyard effects, because Traptrix tend to focus on recycling stuff from the grave, so you really would want to have your DD Crow to banish their trap cards and Dimension Shifter to mess around with the graveyard plays. Next is we also had the game against Manadome. I'm not so familiar with Manadome. I won against the first Manadome game because they had bad hands, and I just kept on summoning these two. And then that's it. I won. After several rounds, they're basically a clock. On the third game of the Swiss tournament, I went against another Manadome, and this is the part where I misplayed a lot. On the first game, I didn't normal summon, and I missed out on going for game. And then on the second, I summoned this on my hand, and apparently their monster could not be targeted. This one does not target the opponent's monsters. This only targets my own, so it really pays to read your own cards, ladies and gentlemen. Even if they're in Japanese, you have to find their translations, even if you can't read Japanese text. So lesson learned for myself and for all players: read your own card effects in full. This is why I use Kuribo. Then our last game was against Sky Strikers. It was also a going second deck, and we won against them in a 2-1 matchup. So all in all, we got second. It was a great game. I haven't been playing for as often as I would want due to my work schedule. I'd like to play a bit more, but I'm more or less facing the reality that I can only play at least once a month, and that's fine with me. At least I'm having fun, and I get to meet people in the community. So our next video would probably be this. We're gonna open this sealed box of RCO4. Till next time, have fun. Thank you.